Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is August 1st, 2024. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage a so-called Iranian revenge attack by the date of August 22nd, 2024, which is the final date of the Democratic Convention in Chicago, Illinois. So, in short, the CIA is basically setting up the narrative for a major Iranian event. So just a quick history lesson here. Just yesterday, the CIA assassinated Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, where he was there for the ceremony of the new Iranian president, which was killed back on May 19th, Abraham Rizi. And this assassination is the third such assassination against Iran, which is specifically designed to provide a timely motive for an Iranian revenge attack. If you recall, back on July 16th, 2024, it was revealed by the CIA that Iran is plotting to assassinate Trump, and that is specifically because, aside from them trying to kill Trump under the guise of an Iranian revenge attack, the CIA is basically going to neutralize the Trump campaign by making one Kamala Harris president of the United States in the aftermath of this impending Iranian assassination or attack, which could trigger World War III. So in other words, this attack will happen in the United States or abroad by the date of August 22nd, when Kamala Harris will become President of the United States, which is what I detailed in another video. And dovetailing on this, it was Trump who ordered or executed the assassination of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani in Baghdad back on January 3rd of 2020. So we essentially have three assassinations. One is an Iranian general, Soleimani, one is an Iranian president, Rizi, and one is a Hamas member that was coincidentally in Tehran for this induction of the new Iranian president when he was murdered. And it's imperative to note here, well, firstly, I should state that it's imperative to note that it is the Zionists are behind Iran. So Iran is basically cover for Israeli operations around the world, black operations, and that is precisely why back in, I think it was 2009, the CIA staged this so-called Iranian-Israel proxy war. And so to confirm this, I have detailed for you to give you a little history lesson on exactly who's running Iran. So back on October 5th of 2009, the World Jewish Congress, which is coincidentally located in Basel, Switzerland, which is Switzerland is home to the CIA, they published a report, and I'm going to leave the links in the description of this video, and it's entitled Iranian President Ahmadinejad Born Jewish. So the former Iranian President Ahmadinejad, who was basically threatening Israel with a nuclear attack for many years, he's Jewish. What a surprise. And back on February 6th of 2014, the Times of Israel published a report entitled Rouhani Donates $17,000 to Iran's Jewish Hospital. Wow, there's Jews in Iran. Who knew that? So, according to this report, he donated 17,000 or 170,000, excuse me, to Iran's Jewish hospital, which is called Dr. Safir Charity Hospital in Tehran. Back on September 14th of 2015, Politico published a report entitled Iranian President Hassan Rouhani tweets Rosh Hashanah greetings. That's a Jewish holiday. So you have the former president of Iran is Jewish. You have the second before last. So you have two Jewish presidents in a row of Iran, and they're donating to Jewish hospitals and tweeting out Jewish holiday greetings. And back on September 19th of 2013, The Guardian published a report entitled Hassan Rouhani to take Iran's only Jewish member of parliament to the United Nations. And this guy is named Simak Morey Sagood. And so, despite the public CIA narrative that the Iranian regime or Iranian people hate Jews, they're actually running Iran. So they have been able to infiltrate their country, and so anything that Iran does is courtesy of Switzerland. And this notion is corroborated by the fact that the United States does not have a direct line of communication to Tehran. They have to go through Switzerland. In other words, during the Cold War, there was a red phone between Gorbachev and Reagan. They could call each other. Well, in the event of any of this, any shit going down, for lack of a better expression, there's no direct communication between Washington and Tehran to avoid a nuclear event. So everything has to go through Switzerland, who is the first Jewish state, and then Israel is the third Jewish state, the second one being Jewish Autonomous Oblast in eastern Russia, which was formed after the Bolshevik coup overthrowing the Iranian or the Russian oligarchs. So exactly what type of Iranian revenge attack is planned by the date of August 22nd, 2024, the last date of the DNC convention in Chicago, is obviously not known, but the most likely is what's called a CBRN-related attack. That's biological, chemical, radiological, and nuclear. That is because beneath the Dead Sea, between Israel and Jordan, is one of the world's largest VX nerve gas stockpiles. So they plan to stage some sort of CBRN-related event in Israel or the Middle East and then release this gas. There's also one of these VX nerve gas agent stockpiles in Washington, D.C., which is called Twinning Lake, and one in New York City, which is called the Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. The other one I've identified is the Sea of Azov in Ukraine, which is why there's a Ukrainian war right now. So a CBRN-related attack is number one. Number two is a mass terror attack, possibly featuring mustard gas or white phosphorus, a political-related assassination, possibly targeting Biden or Trump, and this will trigger, of course, a DEFCON level event, a national emergency, international emergency, or World War III by the date of August 22nd, 2024. It's also highly likely that the CIA will stage 9/11 style attacks with CBRN-related payloads, possibly targeting Israel, the United States, England, France during the Olympics, Iraq, Iran, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, Yemen, Lebanon, Cyprus, Jordan, and Italy. It's also highly likely that the CIA will stage Iranian missile strikes targeting one or more of the aforementioned countries. And in the event that the CIA stages some sort of mass attack in the United States or abroad, it will most likely target U.S. or NATO military bases, airplanes, airports, cruise ships, ports, malls, shopping centers, hospitals, clinics, Jewish-related entities, embassies or consulates, schools, colleges or universities, stadiums, sporting events, concerts, music festivals, theaters, cinemas, tourist attractions, trains, train stations, places of worship such as mosques, synagogues, temples, or churches. And in the aftermath of this Jewish Zionist attack that will be blamed on Iran and or one of their Islamic terror groups, so basically Islamic terrorism is the Zionist bread and butter. This is what they've gone to, starting back with the formation of Israel and probably back even to the Crusades. I don't know, I wasn't there, but basically they staged black operations and then they blamed some Islamic terror group, which is why all the Hollywood propaganda, they always have these Muslims screaming Allah Akbar and all dressed in black and head to toe with these hijabs and all this burqas. And so that's who they blame it on. Never mind that the Jews and the Arabs, according to the Bible, are brothers. But they always blame their brother, which is probably where that story of Cain and Abel came from. But regardless, they will likely blame Al-Qaeda in the Arab Peninsula, which is AQAP, ISIS, ISIS-K, Hezbollah, Hamas, Islamic Jihad, the Taliban, Muslim Brotherhood, etc. Last but not least, I would like to take a moment to talk about two attacks, or three different attacks, which the Israeli Mossad is likely going to execute by the date of August 22nd. I'm going to publish reports for them today. So if you check out my blog, 911truther.org, you can find them. But three different plots that I've identified. Firstly, the CIA is planning on staging a massive revenge attack in the aftermath of these political assassinations, which I previously mentioned. And they basically want to go with the shoe bomber narrative. So if you'll recall, back in right after 9/11, they staged a shoe bombing or attempted shoe bombing of a plane coming into the United States, and they plan on doing this on a mass scale around the world. And they'll say that the shoe bombers or people with prosthetic legs were able to sneak explosives onto a plane, and this will predictably be biological, chemical, radiological, or nuclear nature, because they want to activate these VX nerve gas stockpiles, which I previously mentioned. Secondly, back on August 4th of 2020, the CIA staged this massive port explosion in Beirut, Lebanon. Looks like a nuclear bomb. You got to check out the video. I've been writing about it since then. So this port explosion likely provided logistics cover for the implementation of a secondary set of explosives, which will likely be nuclear in nature. So that's why it looks like the CIA is starting this Hezbollah-Israel war right now, because they're getting ready to detonate this port in Beirut, which they'll subsequently blame Iran and start World War III. So we can expect some sort of nuclear attack or some sort of massive bombing attack, possibly biological or chemical in nature, targeting the port of Beirut by the date of August 22nd, 2024. Last but not least, as I previously mentioned, the Jewish elite of Iran, as I mentioned, Hassan Rouhani, the former president of Iran, donated $170,000 to this Dr. Safir Charity Hospital. And if you've been following the Israel-Hamas war, a number of bombings, terror-related incidents have occurred targeting Al-Shafir Hospital and a number of other hospitals in the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. And in one such case, Israeli terrorists, IDF members dressed up as Palestinians, and raided this hospital. And so this is evidently based on the precedent that has been set during the Israel-Hamas war since October 7th. There's been a number of hospital-related incidents, and I believe that this is designed to set the precedent and foreshadow for a biological, chemical, nuclear, or radiological event targeting the previously mentioned Dr. Safir Charity Hospital in Tehran. And that may be, in fact, why Hassan Rouhani donated money to that particular hospital, because they want to highlight this on an international level just prior to a mass attack. So anyways, as I do in all my videos, if the CIA executes any type of revenge attack designed to trigger World War III with Iran by the date of August 22nd of 2024, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal military, law enforcement, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.